Listen, before we get into this video, because this story is crazy, I need y'all to hit the thumbs up right now, and I need y'all to sub to the channel if y'all new. You feel me? Because we gotta grow, man. I need y'all to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell their mother, because we gotta hit all demographics as well. So y'all know how we going. And with that being said, let's get into the story. And I'm gonna put on some background music, if you don't mind. Now listen, like this story is actually kind of crazy. So I had to put on the somber music because I'm going to flow with it. I might catch the Holy Ghost in this music video, who knows? But I got to give y'all a little context and a little backstory. So let's get into it, right? So basically, after that situation, after that story time that I told you the last time, go watch it if you didn't, right? After that, I was single for a little bit because I was a little tired of women because like that was a toxic experience and I didn't really want to deal with them anymore. But freshman year came around and a new student arrived. She was a beautiful red-headed queen, and you know what I'm saying? I ain't knew I liked redheads until I met her, but like I was really feeling her vibe, her presence, and her aura, and things of that nature. You feel me? So I was like, I gotta get to know her, and listen, like I say that, and I mean like from day one, I already knew like she about to be mine, right? Whole time, she had a crush on me too, low key, like, and the fates just aligned, cause like what had happened was, right, my friend, she told me that she was feeling me. Like I was just walking around one day in the hallway, and she came up to me and was like, "Yo, listen, like, this is the inside scoop right now. I'm not supposed to be telling you this, but someone in this school that's new has a crush on you." I'm like. Now, in my heart of hearts, I was hoping that it was her, right? And if it wasn't, it would have been fine. But I was really hoping that it was her because, like, I had like 3-4 classes with her. Like, I never had a chance to talk to her, but like, I just knew that like she seemed like a cool person, a very nice, friendly individual, and like I felt we would get along greatly together, right? So the day comes, and she tells me that it's her. So I'm like, cha-ching, she about to be mine. Immediately, I swear to God, like she told me that in like 4th period, or like the period before lunch, right? On the way to lunch, pulled up to her locker, and I was like, "Listen, I really like you. Would you be willing to go on it, like to go out with me?" Right? Because it was that simple back in the day. Nowadays, it's not that easy. But like my freshman year, too, like, and you know what she said. You know she said yes, but come on. But anyway, right? So the date goes unsuccessful, but like the proposal was successful, absolute success. But at the same time, I ain't know her. I didn't know nothing about her. I didn't know who her family was. I didn't know her mom, and I definitely, for sure, didn't know her father, right? So the first 2-3 months goes by without a hitch, you know what I'm saying? We doing the high school couple things, you know what I'm saying? We're hanging out after school, we hanging at Dunkin' Donuts, because that's where everyone in my area used to hang out when we was younger. So we was hanging out at Dunkin', right? And also, you know what I'm saying, we was going to football games together. We was hanging out in the hallways, like between periods, before, you know what I'm saying, before lunch, after lunch, we sat next to each other. We was just having an all-around good time. And the vibes, I mean, like this is freshman year, but these are some of the best memories I got, man. Like, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie, she had it. And then all of a sudden, like one day I just realized, like, I don't know her family. I don't know what she go through. I don't know what she be doing. I don't know none of that. I don't know no types of things of that nature, right? So I'm like, we might have to like low-key like figure this out. I might have to like, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't like a press, it wasn't an interrogation, but I was like, I think I might have to like figure this out, because like, what if her family doesn't like me? What if her, like, you know what I'm saying? And she's white. So, you know, white people kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie, but like, I love them, but they kind of crazy. So I had to, you know what I'm saying, get on top of that and ask her, you know what I'm saying, what was up. And lo and behold, her father doesn't like black people at all. Which come to, now that I think about it as I'm telling the story, is weird. Because if y'all don't know, my mom's job, they work at the same job. And they're friends and they're cool at work. So like he already had like they didn't, like, I didn't tell my mom so she could tell her. so she could tell him that, right? But like, they knew each other and they was cool. I feel like if I did, this would have all been fine, and like she would have been like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't do that. And come to think about it, you know what I'm saying? Racist people, it doesn't matter if they have a black person that they like, they still not gonna want their daughter with, you know what I'm saying? So I digress, right? So now we have to make a decision. We have to make a decision on what we gonna do, like how we gonna move off of this. Because now that I know this is it's always gonna be in the back of my head. It's gonna be a point of contention in the relationship, right? So we gotta be real smooth and we gotta be real cautious. We gotta maneuver real careful now. And at this point, he was starting to suspect things too, because like she just got here, and you know what I'm saying, she was probably like, you know what I'm saying, like it was about, because we started dating, like, you know what I'm saying, a couple months into the school year. So like after school she was going home, but now she's starting to, you know what I'm saying, she want to hang out with me because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a good fucking guy and things of that nature. And now, you know what I'm saying, he's getting suspicious. Like either like what's going through his head probably is that either she made some new friends, right, or she got a nigga, and like if she got a nigga, he needs to know who it is, right? So this is probably what's going through his head. I'm just assuming. I don't necessarily know, but like this is what I'm assuming, right? Wishful thinking. I decided I really like this individual. I can see us dating potentially the rest of high school, potentially. You know what I'm saying? We young, so I'ma say it. The rest of my life. You feel me? I see a future, right? I see a future. So I'm going, you know what I'm saying, do what needs to be done. As long as she happy, eventually maybe, if she's serious enough about it, maybe it's gonna work out. And like, listen, official disclaimer, I love brown skinned women. I love dark skinned women. But you know what I'm saying? I was young and I went to a school where there was a bunch of YTs, and that's fine. That's fine. But you can't be mad at a brother for indulging in the situation. But anyway, let's get back to it. So we decided to continue dating, and one day when, you know what I'm saying, the time is right, we go, you know what I'm saying, tell her father the situation and what's going on and things of that nature, right? So everything is going on without a hitch. Another month and a half go by. And, you know what I'm saying, we made plans to chill at Dunkin' after school. Just as we usually did, because like that's all, like we wasn't really going out anywhere, you know what I'm saying? We was young, we ain't had no money. I had a job, but I ain't had money to like take people out. And like, because I was in, you know what I'm saying, I was a little impulsive, so I was spending my money, but I was saving my money because we was about to get, you know what I'm saying, we had plans. We was gonna go to the movies, we was gonna go bowling, things of that nature. We was about to really start getting on that, so I started really saving up my money. But we was chilling at Dunkin' that day, so that's what we was doing, right? You feel me? Now, you know what I'm saying, we was a little, you know what I'm saying, I was young, and you know what I'm saying, like the last girl I had, she, you know what I'm saying, we already know about her, like she was booty butt ugly, and you know what I'm saying, she was a little bit on the chunkier side. No disrespect to her if she see the video, no disrespect, but like if we keep it in stack, like you kind of already knew that. But anyway, right, we chilling at Dunkin', and since this girl is significantly more attractive than the last girl I was with, you know what I'm saying, I'm happy. See, you know what I'm saying, I'm hugging up on her, you know what I'm saying, we doing, you know what I'm saying, it's not PDA, but you know what I'm saying, we low-key kind of a little bit in love type shit, but not love, but you know what I'm saying, we was feeling each other up in there. Listen, all right. So in the midst of that, little do we know, while we, you know what I'm saying, while we hugging on each other, we doing work and we doing all types of things of that nature, her father is sitting outside in the car watching all this seething. I don't like, someone must have gave him a tip. He must have had like a feeling in his soul or something, because he wasn't scheduled for another hour and a half to pick her up. And you know what I'm saying, when he usually picked her up, I would go hide in the bathroom, or you know what I'm saying, I would sit like somewhere just like in the back of the wherever we was at. So, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't think that we was together or anything like that or anything of that nature. That's why the friend that hooked us up, the friend that played matchmaker, she was always with us. That way it just looked like they was hanging out and they was just being girls and things of that nature. But today, he came a little bit earlier because he had a suspicion. There was something going on in his mind, right? So he came early, and that was it. Listen, whole time, I don't know how long he was watching us, but it had to be a significant amount of time, because the way he acted, it had to be something crazy, right? It had to be a crazy amount of time. She had to have been watching us for at least a half hour for his blood to be boiling so much. Because if he just saw us sitting next to each other, I don't think he would have been that mad. But in that past half hour, you know what I'm saying, we probably kissed 1 or 2 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. He gets out the car. He goes up to the window. Boom, boom, boom on the glass. I'm like, I jump up because you know what I'm saying? I'm like, the way we're sat, the window is right here. She's right here. And I'm chilling on the desk like this because I'm just relaxed. I'm getting a little tired. It's a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? We just relaxing. So I'm like this. I jump up. I'm like, yo, what the? And to the dismay of my eyes, it was him. Bald head and all. Angry. Ready to kill me. And at this point, I'm like, listen, I don't know. Listen, he lived up in the mountains, right? He lived up, you know what I'm saying, in West Bumblefuck, right? So he could be carrying shotty on him like I could be getting ready to die right now. So I'm just praying to God that he don't say nothing to me. And since I'm still here, God answered my prayers, right? But nah, like, he was screaming so loud from outside that window that I heard everything he said. He was screaming at his daughter, get over here! Get in the fucking car! Get in the fucking car! I swear to you, get in the car! Ah! I'm like, damn! Like, it was deep. It was really deep. And you know, she acquiesced because we not trying to start a scene. I was just like, go, listen, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow and we gonna debrief on this whole situation. Just go before I die too, you know what I'm saying? Like if one of us gonna die in this situation, you know what I'm saying? I was a freshman, so you know what I'm saying? Self-preservation was real big in my life. So I'm like, just go. I'm good. The next day, I knew that the next day, after what she said, it was the beginning of the end, right? Because she said she screamed his head off at her, right? He screamed his head off at her. Like, he went ballistic on her the whole car ride, all the way up until the time she got home and locked herself in her room. And I'm like, yeah, they're saying, like, especially like the way he saw us, that wasn't the way like it should have went. Like, we should have been a little bit more upfront. We should have been a little bit more professional. I should have been a little bit more of a man, but I was a freshman, so I ain't know no better. But like at this point, the relationship is basically like we're basically dead men walking. This relationship has no durability, no chance of lasting, right? But you know what I'm saying? We young niggas, and we, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got to see it through, my boy. So I saw it through for a little. I saw it through for like another like not another 3 months. What am I talking? I saw it through for another like 2 months though, right? Like we were sneaking on the low, but eventually I was like, I don't want to be the guy that has to sneak around, you know what I'm saying, and like be all sneaky with the girl and like Romeo and Juliet. I'm not like, that's not the life that I want to live. And like, what if we do work out? Like, what if like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't want to do this. So I had to sit her down and talk to her. And I was like, listen, unfortunately, this ain't gonna work out because like, it's just not like, he's not ever gonna like me. So I don't know what we gonna do. And like, we mutually decided it would be for the best if we broke up. Saddest day of my life, man. Up to that point, of course. And I don't get it, man. Like, I really thought we could have worked out, and like, that really sucks, you know what I mean? Because like, you see someone and like, you envision them to be the one that you want to be with for the rest of your life. Especially at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my heart broke before. So I was really thinking that this was going to be the one that was going to save me from all the torment and the heartbreak. But it just didn't work out. And it's fine. I guess it's fine, you feel me? Anyway, that's where I'm going to stop the video before I really get sad. Make sure you like the video if you're new. Comment, subscribe. Tell me what story y'all want to hear next. Tell me, because I got a couple of stories that, you know what I'm saying, I could tell whenever, bro. Because like, I lived a crazy life, you feel me? And I lived a very blessed life. It was crazy, but it was blessed. So just let me know what y'all want to hear next. And I appreciate y'all. I got a rap coming out at around the same time, because I'm gonna post this tomorrow. I got a rap coming out around the same time, and I think that one's gonna be a hit, right? So check that out as well. And with all that being said, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Jersey. 'Cause this is my legacy.